What's up, Hex kids? How's it going? Today we are talking about, is this the end of Hex? There's all this FUD going around, all this controversy about Hex, and if it's
Controversy.
Go on. It's got it. Richard Hart is possibly under an investigation. I don't know. Who knows what's happening? So we're gonna take a look at that. We've got other news that we can take a look at, and let's see. Now we got plenty of people.
And it's a great Saturday. It's a great Saturday to be alive, as Hexon would
great
say.
Saturday. Yes. Let me turn on. Hold on.
Uh-oh. Wrecked. That wasn't planned.
That was not planned at all.
Oh, then the fires of hell blasted out. Look.
Yeah. Holy jeez. That's my kind of day. That's my day.
So if anybody wants to call out clickbait, just watch about.
Whoops. Now I gotta hang that thing back up correctly because it's like slanted now.
Lumiere stayed on there though.
All those Red Bulls flew off. I'm done with the Red Bull boys. That was a message. That was a message to Richard Hart. I'm done with the Red Bulls.
Your poor gap boxes. Your poor guitars.
Yeah, did you hear them? Ding.
I know. Sorry.
So we were talking about all that stuff. Let's go ahead and check out some news though, because I wanted to go over it. 4.088 cents currently. Hey, at least we got a green candle from yesterday. But we closed above the 9 EMA, so that's always good to see. But looks like we're coming down below that. We got to close 4.135 to get above it, to be above it. $1,021 for a T share. Not too bad, right?
Not in Hex numbers. It's nothing,
Let's see.
Coming up.
I have the. Oh, here we go. Richard Hart put out the GBTC discount right now, 36.57. So that pretty much should tell you that Bitcoin's probably not going up anytime soon. As he always talks about, the GBTC has to be up for the. Why is my camera all shaking? Looks like it's freaking
like a Mr. Roboto.
Turning into the guy from not Land Before.
Because it's glitching out.
What's going on?
He's a shapeshifter and he's glitching out.
I don't know. Hopefully you guys can probably see that. Hold on. We'll zoom in.
You look nice on my end.
Yeah, it's just like a small. I don't know what's happened. They didn't like that either. There we go. Maybe that'll help it.
It's just one of them days.
See how it's like
yeah. It's like pulsing. It's like the Harry Potter ride.
Pulse. Yeah, there's a pulse. It's a Pulsechain update. I'll also make it low. All right. So the GBTC usually means that until this gets corrected, when the bull market was happening, it was you could buy it for a premium. Now you can buy it at a discount. So currently you're wrecked, right? If you're doing it's like 36% down. Underneath what Bitcoin spot price is on the market. So you can actually buy this whatever 36% of $21,000 is. I don't know what it is. Let's see. Actually, we can check it out. Trading view. Let's see. Check out the old
outdoorsy. An outdoorsy man on there.
There's a boy. Yeah. 21,325. Hey, we got another green candle. That's always good to see. Another green
I'm not mad about that one bit.
Yeah. Well, another green candle in the old Bitcoin. And like I said, I hope that they pump. I hope it pumps to high hopes, and with Hex going with it. With Hex going with it. If Hex stays the same, I don't really care if you pump there, Bitcoin boys.
I think the only people that want Bitcoin to fail are people that had a bad experience with a Bitcoin maxi. Probably. Otherwise, I think most people are just like, we don't,
Yeah. All right. What did I have? This is so I wanted to show you guys this SET.
There's like
there's some Twitter things that I have. Look at this. This is pulsating too. The SEC logo. Is it pulsating for you?
No, sir.
Yes, it is. It's got to be.
He won't believe me if I.
He won't believe
either what I say. If I said no or yes, he'll be like, he's messing with me.
All right. So the SEC charged this company called Trade Coin Club, which promised investors a minimum return of 0.35% daily from a crypto asset trading bot. As you can see, these trading bots, just like crypto or BitConnect, the asset trading bot that's actually, they say that they can trade and they can promise you a return of 0.35%, but it wasn't true. Instead, functioned as a Ponzi scheme. The SEC alleged government body hit these 4 dudes in their multi-level marketing program. Let's see. We allege that Braga used TradeCoin Club to steal hundreds of millions from investors around the world and enrich themselves by exploiting their interest in investing in digital assets. So they got 82,000 Bitcoin, which was worth $300 million at the time, from over 100,000 investors. And look at the time frame right here, 2018. So this has taken them 4 to 6 years of time to actually come and figure all
almost this 5 to 7.
Almost. Very true. Very true. It depends on when they got it, right? To ensure, okay, so that's just pretty much says, to ensure our markets are fair and safe, we will continue to use blockchain tracing and analytic tools to aid us in the pursuit of individuals who pursue or perpetrate securities fraud. So these guys personally, that were part of the company, personally received at least 55 million in Bitcoin, 1.4, 2.6, and this guy got the shaft end of it, 625,000, all in the form of Bitcoin.
He's the kicker.
So yeah, he's like, what the hell? You didn't even know that they got that much. He's like sitting there like, wow, I made almost $1 million, mom.
He's like, I wasn't even mad till I read the news this morning.
Yeah. This guy, whoever Tetralart, was actually a woman. He gets paid 3/4 of what a man gets paid in cryptocurrency. So sorry.
It's all part of
the yeah. You can complain to your senator. The charges include violations of the anti-fraud and securities registration. So I find this funny. I don't know what they're getting charged with, other than, but it says federal securities laws. Okay, so it says, as well as the violation of broker-dealer registration provisions of federal securities laws, and asked the four to return the cash raised. So I wonder if they don't even have to get in legit trouble. They just have to return the cash. I don't know.
I mean, that's what it sounds like. And I mean,
it doesn't say anything about. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about what they actually, if they got any kind of fines or anything, possibly, but. Tetralart agreed to settle the SEC's charges without admitting or denying the allegations, the statement said. So that's an SEC charge.
They didn't have to, and they call it a straight up. It's a clear. Hexo and I follow stuff like this for fun, just to see how crazy and corrupt the rest of the space is. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I can think off the top of it.
Yeah. Celsius,
yeah,
Solana. If you want to talk about securities, guys, there's plenty of them to go after. Hex is one of those where it's like,
especially
it's immutable code. We don't get paid. None of the freaking explosive artist, me, we don't get paid for anybody being here or telling anybody anything. We're not getting paid right now. If somebody wants to donate, I can't. Thank you for the donations, but it's not like hex.com is paying me to freaking come here and talk about it.
Right. The donations is a YouTube deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So yeah, just be aware of that. What else did I want to show? Oh, Ethereum inches even closer to total censorship due to OFAC compliance. So as you guys knew, last month in October, Cointelegraph reported the rising censorship concerns that 51% of the Ethereum blocks were found compliant with OFAC standards. However, some data at MEV Watch confirmed that the minting of OFAC compliant blocks on a daily basis has grown to 73% as of November 3rd. So this pretty much says that they're going with whatever the government tells them to do, and that they're going to do it. We're okay. We'll just be OFAC compliant. We'll censor blocks. This is security, in my opinion. I guess if they're not centralized, but I don't know, man. OFAC compliance means that they can just be like, no, we don't want you to transact. We'll just not have your transactions on the blockchain. You don't get to use it, or they'll let it. They just won't mine your block. So
it's funny because you see all these these weird things that the government tries with crypto, and then it's like, but then that's not real crypto. You know what I mean? And then they try something else. That's not why I was investing.
Yep. So this has to do with Tornado Cash and several Ethereum addresses. So gross. Judge orders probe to investigate whether Celsius was a Ponzi scheme. Well, we all know that it operated just like one. But really, it won't let me freaking highlight these anymore, which I wish it did, because there's certain things in here that I wanted to show you guys. It is not the first time that the embattled lender has been accused of operating like a Ponzi scheme, with decentralized finance protocol KeFi having alleged that Celsius acts like one when it sued Celsius on July 7th. Celsius had filed a Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Well, this to me means that they have a company. If you can file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, guess what? Yeah, if somebody sues Hex, comes after Hex, can hex.com file Chapter 11 bankruptcy? Are we a company? Is there a company behind hex.com that's paying you out your rewards? No, there's not. Celsius was legit like a company that was taking your money, your Bitcoins, your whatever you want to deposit, and then saying that they would give you a percent on it, right? Like that's actually a Ponzi scheme. Hex, on the other hand, you stake your Hex and you get your Hex, you get new Hex because you stake your Hex, you burn your Hex, it's gone forever. And then when you go to unstake it, you get more Hex, right? You get new Hex.
Can I ask you a white belt question, Hexo?
Of course.
Did Celsius have much of a community before all this stuff happened?
Celsius? Yeah, they were huge. They had like a million wallets, I believe. Like over a million people, or 2 million or something. Yeah, they're huge.
I would imagine there's lots of them that are actually kind of understand crypto enough to know they're getting screwed, and they're probably not super happy about it either,
Yeah, I think there was that, but mostly like the thing about it was like, I don't remember how exactly Celsius ran, but from what I looked at it, it was pretty much like you gave them your Bitcoin and then they gave you a payout on it. And it was pretty much the same exact thing with what's it called? BitConnect. You gave them your Bitcoin and then they gave you a percentage of Bitcoin back. But you're not the printer. You're not the printer of Bitcoin. So how can you pay somebody out? You have to get it from new guys. The thing with Hex is, no matter what, it's going to pay you out Hex. Like Richard could die. The Hex.com website could go down. Everything could except for Ethereum. As long as Ethereum is running, it'll continue to go. And when Pulsechain comes out, it'll continue to go. So really, it's like, it's actually immutable code. So I don't understand why that, people are freaking out. Oh, is Hex a security? Oh, we're getting maybe. So, we have a bet on it. Me and Hexplosive had a bet. On the if Pulsechain, dude, I'm telling you, it has to be freaking out, right? That's freaking out.
No, sir.
My camera's not freaking out at all.
No.
I feel like you're lying.
I know. I could tell you try to read my face.
I think it's the
Hexo's accused me of being a Truman friend, believe it or not, everybody. As in a plant, a fake plant, a hired plant.
It's my what's it called? Oh, gosh dang it.
Your mechanisms?
Yeah, it's like the
zoomer.
Autofocus.
The zoomer gear.
Turn the autofocus off. There, it might be blurry because I just turned the autofocus off. Well, now it's just doing it randomly. I just turned it off.
I swear on our friendship, I have no idea what you're talking about. But it could be my old eyes too. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what I
got something over here.
I don't know. All right, video is good. All right, Mashinsky had a following because he did something in early internet days. Oh, okay, that sounds familiar. Truman Show's 100%. I have accused my friend of being the Truman Show, man.
Well, we have very weird lives, So sometimes we're like, what the heck? Oh yeah, you want to tell him about our little bet we got?
Oh yeah, so he thinks that I think that the investigation, which is fine, everybody thinks the investigation is bad, but I think that it's probably true. I haven't gotten anything. Nobody sent me anything. Nobody said anything to me.
And neither of us are lawyers.
We've only seen the whale chart thing, right? The whale chart blurred out exactly what it looks like. But and neither of us are lawyers exactly. We are just kind of guys that are on the internet. We're just talking.
Just a couple of
I
dudes,
think that
couple
it's
of
probably
dads.
true. I think it's probably true. But like I said, if you probably get if you get a lawsuit like what we have in South Carolina where somebody's trying to sue Richard Hart, I think, and they were trying to say it was an unlicensed security being peddled to unknown consumers, then I think that they probably go, okay, well, we need to investigate that, and then they go do an investigation. They send it to the SEC, and the SEC sees if it's actually an unlicensed security. We're not. And I think that they are probably asking certain people in the community, are you getting paid? Are you being paid by Richard Hart or hex.com? And, let me see that you're not getting paid. Not to say that you should be not this dude. And like I said, you should probably, if you get one of those papers, hire a lawyer. I know it's scary. Everybody's scared. It's like, oh, I got to hire a lawyer and everything. Like hire a lawyer and have your lawyer contact him. Don't you do it. Don't, you start sending this stuff in.
Don't take our word for nothing. Because we're not experts.
We're not lawyers. Yes. Like call a lawyer and have them like take care of all of it. Cause you don't want to like screw yourself and like, perjure. I think it's called perjuring yourself or like, getting yourself in trouble.
I think it's called secondhand manslaughter or something like that, technically.
So just hire a lawyer, guys. If you got, the smartest thing is to get a lawyer and just have them look over it, have them contact the securities, make sure it's completely real and everything else. Right. Cause if you don't, then you're just, you're going to throw some stuff out there and then you're going to be, so Hexplosive doesn't think that it's real. He thinks that it's all a farce. He thinks that it's a phishing scam. He's calling the bluff. Which I don't know. There's definitely, I could see both cases being played out. I just want to
we've listened to each other's cases. We understand where we're both coming from.
I'm that cup half full kind of guy where I'm like, I'm gonna think that it's a bad thing.
Are you?
Well,
are you though?
No, that's true. But so we have a bet that one of us, whoever wins, if it's a government and actually a government employee that actually
if it's legit paperwork.
If it's legit paperwork, Hexplosive Artist has to shave his beard and go mustache.
Just the mustache.
And but the opposite
Vice
is
versa.
true if it's me. So I'll be mustaching it when I go into court.
And it has to happen within 7 days.
Oh wait, no, I won't. I will have no court. Which, dude, I hope I'm rocking a mustache here soon.
I think Hexo would look good with it. He's like, I can't do that. I'm like, you think I want to do it? That's how confident I am in these odds.
Still sucks because they have the ability to rip through your crypto life. True, but I mean, your crypto life. I'm not saying that if you've done nothing illegal, you should not be scared. But it's like that. I agree. It is very weird and creepy. But like,
how many projects though is squeaky clean as Hex though, as far as we know?
Right.
As far as we know, you know what I'm saying?
True.
It's
true.
It's definitely not a security.
All right, shows up to court in a horse-drawn carriage wearing a top hat and a cape, all proud.
And a bunch of Hexicans hoisting him up and carrying him through the doors.
Have more than clowns gotten this in the mail? Yeah, I think I've heard about 3 people. 3 people. But like I said, contact if you get one. Don't contact a lawyer. Don't be stupid. Don't be trying to
don't call Uncle Hexplosive and be like, hey, what do you think?
Hey, everything explosive or Hexo. You tell me. It's like, dude, I have no idea. We're just guys on the internet. Like the other day we had, it's just we've had a conversation. We've all had conversations where it's like we think it's fake, we think it's not fake. There's certain things that it's like it's fake. Who knows? Who knows if it is? All right. So instead, do the like actually what they want you to do, not just contact a securities lawyer.
Do your research.
Have them
be safe.
Figure it out.
Get a hold of qualified people to answer the questions and look at it.
Right. We warned users of Celsius and Voyager back in March. Very true. Very true. Hypothetically speaking, what if there was a cease and desist order before Pulse was launched? What if? How would you have a cease and desist of what? to put out a project. I don't know, man.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It's like none
I
of
don't
us
know.
are lawyers.
How
so
would
it's
you
like,
cease and desist a blockchain? I don't know. You're
and
right.
that's the
I
thing.
have no idea. That's the what ifs, right? That's the what ifs. Like you
In
can
my
what if
mind,
yourself into freaking craziness, man. Like you could
for
say
sure.
what if about everything, and it's like, yeah, what if, what if, what if. But as you can see, like we just took you know, the SEC, you know, getting these one guys. They had they operated for 2 years. Like how are they going to cease and desist something that's not even real? They're going to cease and desist any work that's being done on something that people gave. I don't know. I don't know.
Well,
Doesn't
that's something
sound
that I'm encouraged by too, because it sounds like the SEC is doing some learning themselves. They don't exactly
right.
know what they're
Well,
doing
that's
or looking for
exactly.
most of the time too. So
Well, they probably
it,
know what they're doing, but they don't know if everything that came across the SEC was probably, you know, like they probably have investigations where they have to ask people. But then it's like, okay,
I
this
feel
doesn't
like you
sound like
should be a
security.
black
Doesn't
belt in
mean
crypto before you should be doing that. And I don't feel
yeah.
like the SEC is. That's all. And the
Please
same thing
sack
with like
for
gun
my
laws and stuff.
SEC case. Thank you. What's up,
Hodl,
Hodl Dog?
you call us, bro, and we're coming. If you need something, we'll be on a boat on our way to Europe.
Stop with the blatant clickbait. You make yourself seem so desperate for clicks. Come on,
Got it.
man.
You hooked him.
You got
it
him.
worked.
We got RCT. Thank you for the comment. You just fell for the clickbait, you dummy. So wreck. And I just got watch time from you. And so thank you for that.
And a comment.
Thank you for the watch time and comment. And you probably press the dislike button, which actually provides more for the algorithm. So thank you for all three of those things.
But please subscribe.
Yeah, go ahead and subscribe. Why does the
and
USA
nobody
take
knows
it?
that for sure.
Why does the USA takes its taxes so seriously? Where I live, if you hide taxes, you just get a small fine. I don't know. They probably, I don't know, because there's like, I don't know.
That's how they say they pay for stuff. Who knows?
Yeah.
That's assuming that
Cease and cease the work on Pulsechain. Yeah, I don't know. You'd have to. Who are you gonna? Who are you gonna cease and desist? Richard? I don't know, man. He lives in a different place.
Yeah.
We're going to jail. I want to bunk with Wales, Thoughtchild, Hexo, and Explosive Artist. No gay. Okay. Guys, the SEC is only civil court. They'd have to like tell you to go to the DOJ to get like, look, these guys stole $295 million of Bitcoin and from over 100,000 investors. And they got pretty much like, just return the money. Right. Like,
you don't even have to say if you did it or not. Just return the money. Like you couldn't even get that good of a deal as a child in my household.
What is the secret, Hexo? Why are you so happy and positive? We need to know. Tell us. John Bishop, I just, I'm not
believe in Hex, honestly.
Yeah, it's like, dude, for one, I try to do like, this isn't how I am all the time, obviously. But
kind of.
Okay. All right. Well, I try to like be on a good mood. I try to be like I might be the glass half empty kind of guy, but in like
no, I wouldn't even say that about you.
Okay.
I wouldn't say that. I think you're very much a glass half full. I think that you get protective over things that you care about. And then, once something happens like that, you just always want to be on top of stuff like that. And, it sucks. It's not fun. It's so much more fun when things are going well and we got candles everywhere. But Hexo has the gift of turning anything into a good time. If any,
that's true.
And that's part of his motivation for starting to stream again. He don't want all this everybody to be all bummed.
That's true. I did. Yeah. RCT. First off, I didn't downclick. It also irritates many subscribers with the clickbait. I came here for news, not talk about the shallow fund. Well, what was the news that the 4 articles that we just read?
Isn't it like the red box where you get to pick what movie you want to watch out of the red box, bro?
Did you try?
And you did it twice.
Should we all go to RCT's channel and see RC this and see how much he puts out and all of this stuff? And I'm sure that your titles are just cleared. And you probably do a daily stream where you have to talk about one product, right? Clickbait is the only way you can do it, man. Like, sorry,
what would you like us to talk
just
about?
Don't watch. Sir? Just don't watch RC this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to tell you. You can unsubscribe at any time. I'm not. My feelings are.
You want to bet the mustache too, if he subscribed or not?
Ask time. Thank you for the 55. Doesn't matter if the SEC deal is real or not. In the end, it's more publicity for Hex. The SEC Gensler is likely getting a spanking after the midterms too. Very true. Very true. Thank you for the 55. And I
Very
agree.
Nice of you, dude. Thanks.
It's like, just because there's an investigation does not mean that they can't. It has to go to court. It has to actually be figured out that it is a security. And then what? Then it gets like, okay, Richard probably has to pay a fine.
Yeah,
I don't know. I love watching. And then what if, the SEC, what if they put a cease and desist? Sure. They put a cease and desist, then he probably has to give back all of your Hex. And guess what? Hex just keeps going, right? The Hex just keeps on going. So is this the end of Hex? Here you go, RC this. Is this the end of Hex? The answer is no. There you go. You cleared it up in one sentence. Well, what people say it is flood? Yeah, like that's the thing. That's why we're trying to put a little bit of clickbait in there, and go look at any other YouTuber that's successful. I'm sorry, but it's all clickbait, my friend. Like, we talk about exactly that. I did talk about it.
As many people to Hex as possible, as many people to Richard Hart, as many people to the beautiful chat as possible.
Yes. You know, the SEC, if they look at Hex, will be like, wow, Hex is a shining city on a hill. Very true. Very true.
Agreed.
And none of us look. Motley's in here today. I'm sure Motley gets paid by Richard Hart directly, right? Like, nobody's getting paid.
Sarcasm.
Nobody's getting paid. Sarcasm. Yeah, very much.
Since you have to be like that now, you can't even,
Yeah. So it's like, dude, nobody's getting paid. We're all here just to like, we're all here to get the word out, right? We're all here to get the word out about Hex. We believe in it. I believed in it since day one, and so it's like, and none of us are getting paid for it except for our stakes. Our stakes. That is how it's paying us, but we're paying ourselves.
Yeah.
Hex is actually security. So is Bitcoin. We are actually the exact same. Yes, exactly. Beep Truman beep. Yes. And I always thumbs up and forward your live stream. So sorry,
thanks, bro.
You're not excited about the constructive criticism. Well, I'm sorry. Like I said, man, I'm sorry that you don't like the clickbait, man. Yeah, exactly. If you want to tell me how I can make better thumbnails, go ahead. But I'm sure that you don't have anything to help, because you don't have a YouTube channel, because you're probably not interesting, and you watch other people. You're cucking your YouTube.
I YouTube for years, for most of my life now.
You're watching in the corner while I stream. You stream, man. You
don't think about, as a former YouTube cuck, as a current YouTube cuck, I never thought about it until, watching Hexo with this process, how much work goes into it too. You know what I mean? Yeah. Especially a daily stream. Good Lord.
Yeah. Sarcasm, SEC. Richard is cheap bastard. We don't get paid. Exactly, dude. And we tried to talk about that the other day, Motley, is how even when I had dinner with Richard, or it was lunch, I guess, dude, he was like,
you're like, I guess it was 2 meals at once.
Here's the receipt. It's like, what? He's like, thanks, Hexo, for the dinner, or for the lunch/dinner and the dessert.
He's like, I'm good for the rest of the day. Oh.
It was funny because he was like, man, why did I drink that milkshake? I gotta get up in front of 100 people tomorrow, and I just drink a milkshake. What is the matter with you, Richard? He was all talking in third person. I was laughing, dude. I was like, yeah. Oh, he's like, hey, you're an idiot, Richard. Why would you drink the milkshake? You have to get it. I was probably 1,000 calories right there.
Yeah.
Let's see.
For real.
Says his Hex is doomed because of the SEC, and in the same breath shields his security. I know, Molly. I know. It's hilarious, right?
I know.
What's a YouTube cock? Well, it's a cuck. It's a cuck. So it's somebody,
Sorry.
It's like you're pimping yourself. It's kind of like watching another video gamer. Like, I'm an avid video gamesman, but I don't go on Twitch and watch another man play a video game. I think that's a Twitch cuck. You're watching.
I understand why people don't watch our Twitch.
You're getting off. You're getting off on somebody else's video game playing. It's like, why don't you be the guy that plays the video game? No, I want to watch you. I just want to
turn the lights off and watch you.
I want to pay you some money. To watch you play my video game. I'm going to buy you a couple video games and watch you play it.
I told you not to
I'm too
call me.
ugly to stream. Okay, well, just low RC.
Whatever.
We don't hate you, but we're just telling you, man. It's really hard to come up with a daily stream, and
it's hard to
like
make everybody
come up
happy
with
too.
come up with a different title every single day. And clickbait ones, if you go and watch all the ones that have clickbait titles, and we do the news, by the way, and we did talk about, is this the end of her hex? Dude, we can't in an hour show game, we can't. Yes,
for getting a response.
It's the ones,
etc.
It's the ones that we freaking get good clickbaity titles that actually get people's eyes on. We're trying to get other people's eyes on it, not just
and dude,
you.
I don't care about my personal nothing. I'm gonna be gone when Hexo is gone. I'm not gonna be here. You know what I mean? This is all for support of the mission. You know.
Yep. Once SEC decision court case will RH flipped on buying y'all influencer stuff. Maybe he'll buy your dinner next time, Hexo. Yeah, hopefully. I hope he buys
I don't know.
Something. Yeah, give me that.
I don't know if that's a good idea,
the thing, guys. If influencers got money, we would have different layouts. We'd have different, our show would look like bitboys, right? We would have like people coming in, putting on makeup and stuff. It's just like we're just a couple of dads that are just hanging out. It's like,
I didn't have any of this stuff. You should have seen.
You remember Big Pep's? You remember Big Pep's freaking first microphone? And it was the little like, "Hi guys." I couldn't stand it anymore, so I bought him a microphone. I was like, "No, I can't do it anymore."
Wait,
you couldn't do it. I couldn't do it anymore. I was like, and that's the community. We gift each other things because we want to see it grow. Richard Hart doesn't have to do it. Hex doesn't have to do it. We want to help each other grow, and that's what happens. It's like, Big Kurkowski paid for me to go to England because he wanted everything to all of the Hexkins to be together, or the top name,
and how epic too,
right? And he wanted people to be in the movie and stuff like that, and so he paid for me. We're all trying to do this together. We're trying to like help each other, and we don't need Richard Hart's money because we have our own money and we can like help each other. So we're a community. So and there's lots of people. Look at Motley got the freaking the race car, and what else is there's so much stuff. I mean, the movie was completely put out by the Hexicans. Like we're all
a year and a half ago.
We don't need
how hard was it to try to get like a Hex shirt or a hat?
Yeah.
Now it's like, whoa, I could get it in this color and that color, and you can live in Hex gear if you wanted to your whole life.
I'm just tuning in to only see Hex to desecrate the RH shrine. Who radicalized you, boy? Sorry, I didn't.
You didn't do it on purpose. It was the devil.
It was the devil that made me do it. It was Tone Vase, taking my hand and smashing through it.
He's like, oh,
Red Bull. For real, dude, it did trip me. Let's see. Hexo Richards' dick juice is on your face. Well, Tony.
How do you even know that?
The tone, yeah. It looks like yeah. How would you know that? How would you know that? Yeah, it was a jihad. I got a jihad put on me. The community has offered to buy me equipment, but I don't want a job. True.
That's another thing to consider.
Last year, it was more of like I wanted to buy Big Pep a Christmas present because I was like, dude, I can't. And for one, I couldn't stand the microphone that he had because it was like.
But we loved the Big Pep show.
Yeah. Don't forget about Barnsley, boys. There you go, Barnsley's. That is true. Davin EcoBuilder offered to fly me over there for a party. A party, yes, yeah.
What kind of party?
Barnsley boys live in the salt mine. Yeah, they do. The SEC couldn't have chosen a crypto that's farthest away from the security than Hex. Our taxpayer dollars hard at work. Very true. Very true.
For real. They want to lose out on all that tax money messing with Hex?
I don't think that they're worried about the tax.
If I were the IRS, or if I was the IRS, I'd be like, no, not this one. There's too many gains. We're making too much tax money off these people.
That's true. What's the deal with the SEC thing? Did you get a letter to Hexo? No, I've not gotten a letter. It's kind of weird, right? Have gotten the letter, but that doesn't mean it's not real. I think that it's real. Other people think, Hex Western Artist thinks that it's not real, that it's a farce. But if you do, like I said, if you do get a letter in the mail, or if you get a letter handed to you, contact a securities lawyer and have them contact the SEC. Don't take it in your own hands.
And don't stress about it. You don't know what you don't know. And all you can do is one step at a time,
Yeah. Let's see. How did you guys start in crypto? I just I think I was trading stocks, or I was doing the Robinhood thing. Robinhood just came out in 2015 or something. And I kind of, maybe it was like 2014, 2015. And I was like stocks. And then I heard about Bitcoin, that it like, I can't remember why I heard about Bitcoin, how I heard about it, but it was like, I was
Probably
reading stock things.
you would have stumbled across Bitcoin information, I feel like, based on the stuff you research, like in your computer life.
Yeah. And I think I tried to like mine Doge or something like this back in the day, and or Zcash, because I was like, wait, you can just like have a computer, because I worked at a gym at night, and this is all I would do. I would just sit on the computer and just like, because I was going to school, but when I was done with my schoolwork, gym and a bar at the same time. But yeah, it was like I would go to school, and then after I was done with schoolwork, I would look up, what's the next best stock. And I saw Bitcoin was at like $800 from going from like 200 and something. I was like, dang, dude, you can make multiple X's, like hundreds of percent instead of like 4%. Yeah, I'm gonna get into this, because I was trying to do like, the very amateur stock penny stocks, where it's like, oh, you could make it could go to 20 cents to 40 cents in one move if
you can get Mickey D's off of this in 1 week.
And so I got into a few of those, and they all freaking went from like, once their drug doesn't comply, it's like, just completely demolished. And you should see the bear attacks in these things. They're crazy, dude. Like, you can see, like, it's paid completely. They have like people that are paid to just,
I can imagine,
completely FUD it. So yeah, I mean, so I checked all, I saw Bitcoin. I got in at late 2016 at Bitcoin at like $900 or something, 920 or something like that. And and then I found Richard because he was doing a BCH Bitcoin thing. So
like discussion.
Well, it was different than that. It was the fork of BCH, but yeah.
And then
go Astros.
Hexo is he got me onboarded. He came out and he courted me like a
young lass.
Like a young lass who's never laying with another lad.
Jeez, I can hide you guys in the mountains. Yeah, it sounds like the mountaineer is over here. It's broke back, possibly. Big Pep deleted all his videos.
So funny.
I hope he makes more. Yeah, I like Big Pep. He's
we're gonna miss him.
I think that he's kind of done. He doesn't need all this. He has a real job, guys. Yeah, and I think he needs a break. So Big Pep is an honestly good dude. He doesn't need all of the freaking nonsense that I think he's over it. So
I don't blame him.
Next title, Broke Bleb Mountain. Yes. I love to talk. I'd talk to him. But why is Eric Wall FUDding Hex? Oh, I wonder. Vakash Karuna.
Because he's a L7 weenie.
It's literally the only thing he talks about that he gets any engagement on. So he's gonna FUD it.
Nobody else likes him.
There's other people that do the exact same thing. They have a whale in their freaking profile, and the only engagement that they get is when they talk about Hex or Hex related stuff, and especially FUD.
He probably has bags. He's probably trying to get people to sell so he could buy it up. Since he wanted to smack talk it.
That's true. That's true. Another opportunity cost of delaying is all the PulseX yield we will be making every day. That's one of the most reasons I just want to start making the yield already. Very true. Very true. If Richard ever dies, Hexo need to be the next one on the they call King Hexo. Okay, Ronnie Caldwell, I like that. King Hexo.
He's Prince right now.
Look down on the other plebeians upon they can wash thy feet. You guys don't. If you guys don't like Richard being the top guy, just wait until Hexo comes in. I'm telling you guys,
he's my best friend, and even I think it's going to be crazy.
It'll be tyranny. I will usurp the throne upon. We're gonna go down to Richard Hart's castle and kick him off the old thing. We're like, you have been usurped, my friend.
There's gonna be not required
like this, not like this. With this little, Prada stuff. Not like this, Hexo.
Oh, Lord.
Already fully staked in Hex more than a year. Okay, why do you clickbait this? Jeez, some people won't even watch it. Well, it's not clickbait. It's not clickbait, dude, if I actually talked about it. Is this the end of
And
Hex? I said no, because of these reasons. It's not the end of Hex. Hex will continue. Pulsechain it'll continue on Pulsechain. It'll continue on Ethereum, no matter what. The SEC can do whatever they want. It'll continue to be going, no matter what. Right?
Can
So
you imagine going to like Wendy's and being like, "Oh, sir, this doesn't look like the picture you advertised," and they're going to be like, "Well,
can I help you?
We use that picture because if we took a picture of this, you know."
Yeah. It is pretty funny. Yeah, exactly. It's like I saw in an ad that it looked a little different than this. What is going on here? Because did you guys get me in the door with that clickbait? Did you guys really do that? Oh, okay. You guys would actually do that? You guys would clickbait me on a
You're trying to manipulate me into getting into this? Like kinda, I guess, if that's how you look at it.
Yeah. Let's see. It doesn't. By the way, it's not just clickbait. There are people out there, obviously like you, that are like, "Is it over for Hex?" Because the people that are smart enough to realize that it's clickbait will tune in just for the entertainment purposes of people asking, like you saying, man, that are
all we're here
upset. Because it's like we all know that Hex can't be freaking. If you're smart enough, you know that Hex isn't going to be. It can't be shut down. It's immutable code running on top of Ethereum, right?
100% uptime.
Yeah, I know Dante Jr. Hex. Isn't everyone on YouTube clickbaiting anyways? Like, who cares? Well, I think that they think that it's getting to me. I just find it funnier, and I even go further with the clickbait.
It's proving you right. So,
yeah, there you go. Basic rule on the internet: if the headline has a question, the answer is no. Move on. Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's see. There doesn't exist any FUD for a completed finished product. Very true. Let's see. Wendy's, lunch maybe.
Oh, I
love Wendy's. Do they still have the square burgers? I haven't eaten at Wendy's. I haven't eaten.
So when I go to Wendy's, I get the Baconator, and there's too much in there for me to even tell what shape the patties are.
Hexagon, bro.
There's bacon covering the edges,
Yeah.
Cheese.
Let's see. Man, I honestly think that Hex has at least another couple of years left. Actually, all right. Well, I'm glad that it's continuing to go for you.
I'll bet it goes as long as computers are around.
Can save lives. Why not have a good reason for the clickbait? Very true. I mean, it saved how many people's lives that they've watched me just because they've clicked it and looked at it and they've been like, well, I'm going to put some money in there, and now they have some money. Now they got some money in their pockets because they were able to click on a stupid video of a guy wearing a doctor's outfit back in the day.
Right? Well, plus I really appreciate the level of self-education and progress you've had to make, because now it's a whole industry,
right?
There's thumbnails.
Let's see. They're still square. Baconator. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Dude, Taco Bell's pictures. What's that?
I'm sorry. No, I should not say it.
Okay.
Taco Bell's pictures. Sorry.
Look nothing like the food. Hex is even better, I suspect. I think. All right. Dude, hey guys.
Taco Bell? Yeah.
There's a cockroach over there on the floor. I'm going to FUD that cockroach. That's how ridiculous this is. Very true. FUD him. FUD him down. Pulse launch date will be announced. Hex price will skyrocket. HOS movie will launch. Fudders and Eric will be crickets in no particular order. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Did you want to show your picture behind you, Hex?
Oh yeah, dude. So Hexo and I've been talking about this, but I think we're gonna start doing like.
That's a big one. This is a rough draft.
Not
a rough draft, but it's like not a.
No, it is.
Yeah. Okay. And you can see the H.
The Hexologist.
All right.
So this is Hexo's theory is that people will find it interesting to see the progress of some of these. So we're testing it out. Testing it out. So each time we'll do a show, we'll see a different level of progress on it.
Yeah.
And then I think at the end we're trying to figure out a way to like do a giveaway of some kind. So we'll probably digitize this and maybe make stickers, something like that, and then we'll probably figure out something for the original.
Let's see. Will you have to move out of the U.S. in order to hold your crypto? Well, not me, because I ain't. If the U.S. wants to ban it, I'll just sell it and just be done with it. Not that I like that, but it's like, dude, The U.S. for all its
We'll
freaking
figure something out.
awfulness. I'm sorry, but the U.S. has got what's going on. I'd rather just get a regular job and just do the regular thing than freaking. I don't think that'll happen. The crypto is just too big now. Like it's too big.
How many do you think Hexo government official, like people that actually make laws about this, have crypto? I mean, if Elizabeth Warren has all her stock stuff, like imagine what crypto's like.
Right. And just imagine like newer, the younger generation is going to get in there, guys. At some point, it's going to be the younger generation getting in there. It's going to be, 30, 40, 50-year-olds that actually understand this stuff. And it's not going to stay it's just like China. They banned crypto. They unbanned crypto. They banned crypto. It's like, it's FUD, man. Like it's all FUD. It's all stuff that's like, there's no way they can ban it. There's none. Like there isn't. You can still use.
We'll have way bigger problems.
Maybe they'll legislate it to where it's like, okay, if we find you transacting that, they're gonna, but it's not gonna be like you just can't. You can. We're gonna have crypto at some point.
We're gonna have way more problems if that gets to that point. I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's like tyranny level where it's
you'll be chopping down your.
Can't use currencies anymore. You're gonna ban currencies that I can't even use. Gotcha. What's up, Trevon's ass these days? He's probably wrecked on Zen that he was shilling. When it was 99.3% higher. No, it's 99.96% down. Yeah. Did you used to graffiti back in the day? Hexplosive?
Kind of like not letters mostly. Like I like typography, but never really like graffiti. My favorite things to do are like big mural spray paint combination type things. But I did a tattoo apprenticeship. I know.
Thanks, Pulsex. She's doing a little bit better. We did have to take her to the doctor yesterday again. Not for a fever, but she's got like hives and stuff. And
she's been tracking me
like an allergic reaction. Let's see. Guys, the SEC just flew over my house. Oh, crap. Yeah, the SEC is flying over our houses. I know the feeling.
Was it a yellow plane?
Stake ladder art. Yeah, I should do some kind of staking ladder art. That'd be funny.
Ooh, very cool.
Let's see. It reminds me of when I had a tattoo shop, but no blood or screaming. Okay.
Yeah, dude. I used to be an apprentice back in the day too. That's kind of one of my favorite.
Yeah. No one is banning something that generates hundreds of millions in tax revenue. Very true. Crypto exists on the blockchain, not in any particular country. Very true. Mm-hmm. Dude, that art is hexplosive. All right.
Ooh, thanks. Thank you. I tattooed Hexo back in the day. Before I went to school.
Sorry. There's a law in the books against jaywalking. True. If the nursing homes figure it out, email, they'll get to crypto too. True.
Could be.
They don't want to ban crypto. They want only accredited investors starting in January 2024, passed by infrastructure November 2021. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, 5MS, thank you for the 10. I'll be holding my hex till I die. Me too. So I'll be us. Right? I banned the pirate bay and underage smoking. True. Yeah. Like it's going to stop them. Right.
Right. Dude. Yeah. Think of how many things, dude. Yeah. Hexo and I have stories like telling you can't do it or it's not allowed doesn't stop anything.
What got y'all into Hex? Well, I watched Richard Hart from 2017 on, and I thought that he was probably the most brilliant person in crypto. So I didn't even know what Hex, like I knew enough about Hex, a little bit about Hex. I knew what it, the staking mechanism, that if you staked it for longer and if you stake bigger, that you got more. But I didn't understand the T-shares and anything like that. But I knew Richard was going to come out with something brilliant because he was the smartest person that I had seen in crypto. And I had been, from George, the little Asian dude that did car reviews, to BitBoys, to Tone Vase, to all these guys. And I saw how they turned on him. And I was like, oh, this is like, in the time, 2016 was when, all of the Trump stuff was going on and how I was like, oh, this is kind of like how the Trump thing is, where it's very much like they just hate him because, and say what you want about the guy, but it's like you're just saying things now that you hate him because whatever reason. It's like they're just like, they're just random reasons. You're just like, what? You hate him? That has nothing to do with how he's going to run the country. Oh, right. He did this. Okay, so I was like, oh, this is how it is with Hex. And I was like, oh, well, this is, probably a good idea. Then I got looking into it even more. And since I thought that Richard was a genius, it even, confirmed my bias. And I was like, dang, he is like this entire thing. Hex especially is very smart. I mean, Richard put everything into Hex to make it not a security. He and by the way, there's like multiple lawyers that have looked at it that have said that Hex is not a security. There's actual lawyer papers
like
that
lots of them
that Richard has drawn up. Richard hasn't, but he has sent to lawyers that said, "Is this a security?" He's had those done, guys. Actual
didn't he have
lawyers.
them interview him too? Like a bunch of lawyers interviewing him.
Yeah, but they were trying
back
to
in the
tell
day.
but this is a bad, those are idiot lawyers. This is Tone
Well,
Vase and the lawyers. So
there you
Richard got actual I can't
Tone
remember
Vase-
what they're called.
Tone Vase lawyers.
Yeah. But these are the lawyers. These are lawyers that would go on Tone Vase's show for hours a week, and it's like, dude, I don't know lawyers that have hours a week to freaking talk to some guy on the internet with
Telling you,
50,000 subscribers. Like, there's no way. This guy, there's some shitty lawyers if that's true, because I know lawyers that are like always this. They're like, yeah, I got. Hey, sorry, I'm in. It's like they're always on the phone. They're always doing something. They've got a client. They've got something. That if you're a lawyer that freaking can take a call for an hour on some loser's channel, you're probably not that good of a lawyer and nobody cares about you. You're probably one of these guys that just
for real,
idiot lawyers. But yeah, so that got me into crypto. Then I saw all the crazy stuff happening to him. It even reinforced how much, I mean, even with the SEC thing going on right now, it kind of reinforces that we're on the right track, because really we have nothing to worry about. We don't pay the promoters, or I guess Hex doesn't pay the promoters. Richard doesn't pay the promoters. We've never taken any money. Our immutable code is completely decentralized on the network. Like,
no expectations of work.
Yeah, there's no expectations. It's completed. Like, all of these things are done, so if is Hex done? No, like Hex is going to continue forever. Pulsechain and PulseX, well, they're not out yet, so anything could happen to them, right? The people say, oh, there's a cease and desist. Yeah, I mean, all that they could say is like these guys, maybe give back the money that you were good luck. I don't know. Yeah, hit the likes. No tie wiggle. Yeah, of course, tie wiggle. I always find it amusing when I come across people like Sandman. I know, man. Sandman are you always this tricked? Sandman, do you scare this easily?
Yeah, maybe.
Let's see. Lawyers that don't have to have any work. Exactly. They probably got paid on one big lawsuit because they did, it was one guy. I remember one guy. Yeah, or there was the one guy that sued. Oh, what was it? It starts with a T. I don't know. He probably made it pretty good money on that one. And it's like he got one. ETH is getting shut down. Okay, Sandman, you need to go to sleep. Perfect name for a person that needs to go to sleep. To freaking just go take a rest.
He is asleep.
Dude.
He is asleep.
Yeah, he's asleep. This is a dream, my friend. Wake up! Wake up!
You're on the computer again, dude.
Speaking of Trump, rumor has announced the 2024 presidential bid, potentially November 14. Stay tuned, guys. It's going to get interesting, and billions being thrown around for politics. Big war chest opening. Yeah,
could be.
And we'll see. I still think that Trump was brought into control opposition, but saw the opportunity and took the chance to run for real. I agree that
could have been.
Like I said, I don't think that, and I think it's all theatrics. And I think that even with President Biden, so this is my own thoughts. Don't freaking hate me. But President, Biden right now is he's doing so bad that you want the other guy to get in. It's like he's doing so bad that we'll get anybody in there. Like, you want anybody? Get that guy in there.
Hexo's daughter. You want to run the country? Cool.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! Sell.
She's like, stop.
Yeah, so it's like I don't know. Put it on live chat instead of top chat, everyone, or you're getting censored and filtered the best comments out. Okay.
Okay.
Hopefully, Pulse will be freedom blockchain. True. Roger Ver thought he was the son of man and lied to everybody and recorded it. What?
That's blasphemous.
Oh, let's see. Nah, it can't put the phone down. Lawyers that are not doing well. Good lawyers delegate a lot of their work. I don't know about that, man. I don't know.
I think there's probably a big spectrum on lawyer. Yeah. It's just like everything. You know what I mean?
Do you think a good lawyer is going to go on somebody's stupid YouTube channel that's getting 100
They care
views
about their
telling- like even
reputation,
this
dude.
channel, I ain't calling lawyers to come in and be like, would you like to talk about on my show about how you sued a guy for, you know, this company? It's like,
So
it's
this
Bitcoin
one
Maxi.
time,
Yeah. Bitcoin Maxi's been lying to people for years. Max Kaiser is very persuasive. Dude, that's how I got into Bitcoin. One of the reasons why is because I thought it was all like you never had your name tied to anything. I was like, oh, it's you don't have your name tied to anything. It's just like completely
it's like
anonymous
underground.
transactions. Which true, it is anonymous transactions, but guess what? They have blockchain analysis, it's called. And once you take your KYC Coinbase account and you send it to that freaking address, guess what? Your name is now tied to that address, most likely, and they can find out who actually sent it and where you sent it to and what you've been doing with your money. So to think that you're actually anonymous is, and the Bitcoiners got me with that one. That's how I was like, oh, cool. Yeah. That's cool.
Really?
Yeah, because I thought it was
Yeah.
way more anonymous. I was like, oh, it's
Well, look where
completely.
it got
I thought
you,
it was
though.
like a tornado.cash, like Monero thing, where it was very much like you could just send it to somebody. Like I could send it to you, and you would never, you know,
Yeah.
like if you didn't know it was, I don't know. It's
Hexo had to learn all this the hard way, clearly, and lots of
yeah.
I am a very spoiled, born
I mean,
into
really,
a
always
silver
hard.
spoon fed. You know,
It wasn't really the hard way. It was from Richard Hart, honestly. But coming in
I said the hard way. No, I'm just
a
kidding.
hard way, right?
You had to
Promote
learn the hard way.
this Hexo KG Pulsechain news. What?
What?
Are you shilling somebody else's channel? I don't know. Did you need to be banned, my friend?
Please don't.
I don't get it.
Please
Promote
don't
this
get
handle.
rowdy.
Let's see. Trump was
Oh,
one that approved banks at zero reserve March 2020. They're all the same. Exactly. I don't, and like I said, I don't think that it wasn't. I think it's all planned, right? I think it's
it's all
all
going to
fake.
happen
It's all,
regardless.
it's
Who's in.
all a play, theatrics. If you're like going out for one guy, you're like, yeah. Then it's just like you're far too lost. Like you're not
It's
seeing
that
the
trying to
big
find the bad guy syndrome. You know what I mean?
Yes,
You're never
yes.
going to find it. You'll just be searching forever.
Yep. Everybody's bad except for your guy, right? And your guy never does bad, right? Like that's
everybody
the thing.
thinks
Like,
they're the good guy. Yeah.
yep,
Everybody
yep,
both sides
yep,
think they're the good guy.
yep. They have my old name, Hexo, before I changed. They have my own before I changed it to Kaiser Soze. What?
Soze? I don't know.
Roger Ver must be back on the social platforms. I saw a new tweet from him the other day. Yeah, he's been on them. I don't think he's been tweeting it, but I did see a tweet from him. Dude, Rune, if you're gonna promote somebody else's channel, you will be banned, my friend. Okay. I don't even know who these guys are. So if you're promoting, I'm not saying that they're not Pulsechain updates, because if they're Pulsechain updates,
or
it's
if they're
cool,
bad or
but
not.
I don't know if they're shilling other garbage on there. Okay, so just don't promote anybody else's coin or channels, because like there's certain people that I like to promote. There's Crypto Coffee, there's Hodl Dog, there's Big Pep. So, so there's certain other ones that I'll promote. But if you're just showing somebody else's channel, sorry, man. Like you're gonna
have to
be
vent
like,
it more.
Yeah. Let's see. Nobody seen the unusual suspects. I have not.
Back in the day, I don't remember it that well.
That's why I like Richard, because he told people the truth about Bitcoin. Very true. That's one of the reasons. Yes. Let's see. Tough crowd. Sorry, Benny. What's up, Hexo and Hexplosive? Good to see you. You too, Hex Farmer.
What's that,
I feel like the next bull run there will be so much profit. Crypto causes the collapse of the dollar. People will be trying to take profits. Suddenly, there won't be worth anything. Maybe that'd be cool. Kaiser Sose is a character in that movie. Oh, is that Inception? Kaiser Sose? What movie? Oh, Unusual
Suspects. Yeah.
I thought it was an Inception one. Tangent had a great stream about what it takes to be a good Hexkin streamer. Basically, be like Hexo. Okay, I actually had it up. I think that was.
Oh,
one
really?
Of the
that? Oh, really?
That was the one I was chatting, but you were getting.
I won't say anything.
You were getting an echo. Yeah, let me see if I can find it really quick. Because I did see that somebody retweeted it, and that's where here's some actual news. Monarch Wallet is the first. By the way, Classical Ape, don't know who he is. Does he follow me? Probably doesn't. Nope. Okay, so attention, Hexkits. This is the first fiat on ramp to Hex available now. Monarch Wallet allows credit card purchase of Hex per today's app update. So you can go over to
Hmm.
Monarch Wallet. I don't know if you guys have Monarch Wallet, but Monarch Wallet has been really cool. It's ran by Robert Beatles. I don't know if you guys know who he is, but Robert Beatles is one of the coolest dudes in crypto. Honestly, I haven't seen him around in a long time, but he's one of the first people to get to do hex airdrop on his. It was the Monarch Wallet, and there was so much hex that was airdropped to so many people on ZK Sync. So,
Interesting.
let me see. Let me see if I can find the tangent thing again, and then we'll. Let me see.
Because I think I hear it on my end fine. I just won't say anything because then.
Let me see if he just retweeted it. Oh yeah, here it is. Got it. How to be a Hexkin maxi. Close your ears if you don't like bad words, boys. Share screen. There we go. There we go. All right, you guys all listen.
It mainly comes down to shutting the fuck up, right? So being a hex maxi, most of the time, all it takes is for you to shut the fuck up. And what I mean by that is if you're thinking about talking about another project, just shut the fuck up. Now, you might be saying, oh, it's censorship or whatever. It's not. And also, here's the deal. If you talk about some other shit, even if you genuinely think at the time that it's going to help Hex and it's helped the community and it's great for fucking pumping the Hex price or whatever the fucking narrative is, because you don't know that shit for sure, just shut the fuck up. Also, you might be thinking, oh, but you know, I want to get involved in this thing because sometimes the best gains are like right at the start. Easy. Just buy some of it, but also shut the fuck up. So don't drag other people into your into that nonsense, right? Because there's look at it, risk reward for your reputation. The risk is you're going to look like a fucking idiot, be outed by the community, etc. The reward is like maybe you get someone early into a coin a little bit earlier than they would have, right? So if your fear is, oh, what about if other people miss out on this opportunity? I think that is outweighed by the risk that you are posing because let's look statistically, most of these things are fucking nonsense, right? So the odds are in the favor of you shutting the fuck up. The odds are in the favor that you shilling this project is going to end poorly for you and for anyone who jumps on it. So is that all clear? Does that solve all the problems? If you don't want to miss it, just buy it and shut the fuck up. If you don't really care that much for yourself, but it's about others, just shut the fuck up. If you're thinking about how it might impact others, definitely shut the fuck up. If you think that, you know, if you're thinking about maybe shutting the fuck up, then definitely shut the fuck up. So I think that's pretty much it. That pretty much solves it. Like, represent Hex. There's a reason why we call this the Hex community, and everyone's always like, oh, you know, they're shilling it to the Hex community, or this project's good for the Hex community. The reason why it's called the Hex community is because it's the Hex community, right? So just stick to the game plan. Hex is the shelling point. Don't be a fuckwit. Shut the fuck up.
All right. So hopefully you got the advice. I don't, you know, what can I say? You could do whatever you want. I think that's great if you want to do that. There's nothing wrong with wanting to
I thought
shill
that
your
was
own
beautiful.
coin. I think that the problem is people come into the community and say, we're part of the Hex community, and go, why are there Hex maxis? And it's going like, well, dude, this is the Hex community, right? This is the Hex community, not the
You came to the
Dogecoin,
bowling
whatever.
alley where we
Yeah,
bowl.
yeah, yeah.
You don't want to go to the bowling alley.
You got
with
the
your
football.
soccer
You got the
cleats on.
football freaking tossing it at the freaking at the pins. Like,
People
what are you
be like,
doing?
whoa.
Oh, a bunch of bowling
Well,
maxis in here. Jeez.
Here's the thing, dude. I don't feel comfortable. First of all, I'm not an expert. All I come over here to do is to share my experience with the product that I've gotten involved in. And you know,
Right.
I'm just evidence of what has happened to me. I'm not saying that anything's going to go up or down or whatever, but you know what I mean? I put a certain amount of money into this project back in the day, and now I'm in a position where I get to talk to you beautiful people and take care of my kid and not have to worry about, you know, making ends meet all the time.
Yep. So
That's all.
I mean, it for real is the best advice. I mean, if you're going to go get another coin, go get in the other coin. Nobody cares that you're buying other coins. I don't care if you're buying another coin. If I wanted to buy another coin, I ain't going to talk about it. Like if I wanted to buy some Bitcoin, I'm not going to be like, you guys, I'm, I'm big with the Bitcoin. Like just go buy it and just hold on to it. If you're like, if you want to be part of the Hex community and, if you want to go do Bitcoin or something like that, or if you want to go do some new coin that just came out, start up a new channel and start talking about it. Why are you using it to go show it to the Hexkins, right? So
it just gets weird.
Think we just got the Sermon on the Mount. Yes, Sparky, yes.
I'm glad you said that, because it's like going into a church. It's like if I went into some denominational church and then you start talking about blasphemes, trying to get people out of the church to join your weird church. You know what I mean?
Like I'm gonna listen to a foreigner who don't understand the concept of freedom of speech. Funny, since he has a pull shirt on. What? Yes, he might be Australian, I think, but what?
Well,
he's telling you to shut the F up, as in like you don't want.
He's talking to you, bro.
Most people that are coming into the community are these people that go, "I love Hex," and then 2 weeks later they go, "But I also like this other coin. You should get into it." It's like you're not part of the community. Because people say they're Hex maxis or they love Hex, but then they shill, all they're trying to do is get people to get into their community.
And who wouldn't want to be part of the Hex community? Like, it's awesome.
Yeah. Let's see. He shills Bitcoin, so he should shut the F up also. Well, I don't know. He can buy Bitcoin, like he says. I don't know. Does he go and tell you that? What's up, Sig Hex? How's it going, man? All right, guys. Well, that's an hour. That's an hour. Hopefully everybody had a great day. You guys are the best. I will see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. Hex is not dead. There's the end. Hopefully nobody got clickbaited. If you want to come by, I've got, gloves later and you can get clickbaited right in front of me, and it'll be a great time. We can all have a great time.
I'll be there. I'll be there for it.
I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully everybody has a great day.